The first thing we're going to look at is boots. Our advice is always to buy your boots first. This is because they're the most technical and important part to get fitted correctly. Your boots are the key interface between you and your snowboard, so comfort is essential. We thoroughly advocate a full boot fit, so you need to go to your local snowboard shop to have this done properly. At Conspiracy, we take full measurements of your feet, including length, width and shape, as well as assessing any potential need for footbeds. Footbeds are good for collapsed arches, but will always provide better support to your feet, which improves comfort, performance and helps with injury prevention. Boots vary a lot in fit, which is why trying them on is essential. They also come in a variety of flex patterns, which are designed for different things. Soft flexing boots are generally better for jibbing, freestyle or beginners. They have less response but more manoeuvrability, which makes them forgiving if you fall over. Stiffer flexing boots are generally more freeride and speed orientated, offering greater response, but they are less forgiving, so not always suitable for beginners. There is no universal flex rating system as with sizing, but brands will always provide a chart to indicate where the boot fits in their range. The last thing to know is that most modern snowboard boots have customizable liners. This normally means that they will mould to your feet as you wear them, or can be heat moulded in store by a professional. Boots should always feel quite tight when you first put them on, but here's how to check that it's the right fit for you. Always make sure you have both boots on and properly done up, with the tongue centred, as if not this can create pressure points on your foot and ankle. Tap your heel on the ground to make sure your heel is pinned into the back of the boot properly. Your toes may well be at the end of the boot at first, but as long as they're not curled up or crushed, then keep the boots on to test them fully. Walk about a little to warm up the liners, and try to feel whether or not the boot is too wide or too thin. If it's too thin, it will make your foot longer and change the size you need, and it will also be uncomfortable. If it's too wide, you will know by feel if there's loads of room around your foot. This may make them seem comfortable in the shop, but it will hurt on the mountain because it will strain your foot to move the board. Stand upright with your legs straight and feet shoulder width apart. This is the furthest forward your feet will go in the boot. Here your feet can be at the end of the boot, maybe even into the padding, but again, never curled or against the harder shell of the boot. Now bend your knees, flexing your weight into the tongue of the boot. Your toes should free up from the end, giving you a little bit of wiggle room. This is your normal riding position. Finally, roll from your heels to the balls of your feet to see if your heels lift out of the boot. Don't try to force your heels up because that will always be possible. Small movements in your heel will be corrected with your bindings, but excessive lift may mean that the boots are unsuitable. At Conspiracy, we do a 2-week home trial to make sure that you are happy with the fit of your boots. We have years of fitting experience, so please give us a call if you have any questions.